Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go into the house of the Lord." And I'm Father Steve Sellers, and I'm here with Dot, who is a little subdued today. We are way out of our schedule today. I have come down for some reason with COVID-19 for the third time in the last 3 years. I have had long COVID during the interim ever since I had COVID for the second time and a year ago. And so I get the COVID symptoms about every 6 weeks or so. But when I test, I don't have COVID. Well, this time I do. I've got COVID for the third time. So Dawn and I are sort of stuck here for 4 or 5 days, and I'm going to give her a little bit of cheese there to eat. And so we're going to be a little subdued while we're sort of sitting it out here waiting for this to pass. Someone said, well, you must be an expert at COVID by now for getting it the third time. And, frankly, it's just not really that big for me since, the first time I had COVID, I wound up in the hospital for 3 days, but that wasn't because of the fever and the virus. It was because I fainted and hit the floor and slammed my head against the floor, and wound up having to spend a couple of 3 days in the hospital. But so this is the third time, and I don't sit still easily in my life. I'm constantly on the move, and so I'm going to just sort of take it easy for a few days. But today is the feast day of St. Matthew, the apostle and evangelist, the author of the first gospel. And I'm in awe and amazement of Matthew. In Matthew 9, verse 9, he tells his story about how he was sitting at his tax collector's booth in Capernaum when suddenly Jesus walked by and said, "Come, follow me," the apostolic summons, and Matthew got up and followed him. I'm in amazement at how the apostles of the Lord heard the summons from Jesus, "Come, follow me," and they did. And we know that there were those who got the apostolic summons from him who did not follow him, including the rich man who could not part with his wealth. And so he walked away sad as Jesus and the other apostles were on their way up into Jerusalem for Holy Week. But it's the Lord who calls us. Know that he's always calling us closer and closer to be with him. And I think that's probably what he's doing for me now, just to be still and listen to him for a while. And in the meantime, music still goes through my mind. I was thinking of, I want to walk as a child of the light. Have a blessed day today, and Dot and I will see you right here again, the same place, tomorrow, so we're not going anywhere. Have a blessed day.